Stop! I broke my joystick! I broke my joystick! What is going on? Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Knaveswell Farm Extended. Now today what we're going to be doing is heading down to field number 20. Now I know number 20 is from the original Knaveswell Farm and you guys don't necessarily want to see that. But we need to collect our bales, but also we need to go down that end to also collect all the barley from the previous video and also the off-camera harvest that we did. It's all barley. So yes, we need to collect all the barley and send that off. Now we're not selling it just yet. We're actually going to be sending it down to the grain drying facility. And then hopefully we get a bit more bang for our buck. So today we're using the Merlot. The Merlot is back. This is the multi-farmer, not the turbo farmer. The only difference is really that this one has a 3-point. This one's a bit buggy at the moment. We're taking down our blue bale trailer from, I think we use this one in White Oak Farm. We have the bale fork there. This is from the SCZ pack. And we also have the normal vanilla bucket there for scooping up the grain. Now also, I realised after I published the last episode that we have a bit too many tractors on the farm. So we've gone ahead and sold pretty much all of them. As you can tell by money, we now have £94,000. So we sold the T-Dub. Now I know a lot of you like the T-Dub, but it was really buggy. We sold the New Holland as well because that was gutless and couldn't really do anything on the farm anyway. We sold the grain trailer because that was way too big, guys. Most of you guys said it was too big, so I got rid of that. But we do have a replacement. Okay, so now our fleet consists of the Case MXM 190 and the Massey Ferguson 698T, but we also have a new tractor to replace the ones that have just gone missing. So we bought a fastrac. Now, it's not the fastrac. It's not the fastrac you're thinking of, ladies and gentlemen. This is our fastrac. This is a really old fastrac, but I love it. Love it to pieces. Now, this is actually one of my moderator Pedro's edit. Apparently, this is a lot more realistic to what the real life Marshall trailer's like. So yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the normal one that you guys are used to. So what we're going to do first is jump into the Merlot. You can see it's already waiting for us here. So we'll jump in. Now I have head tracking on today. Yay, finally. Go ahead and boot her up. Let's shut our door here. So we're nice and safe. Safety first, guys. Safety first. Okay, and we'll start heading down towards the our grain storage. Now we're going to put the fast track on to follow me, so you can follow us down. Well, that'll do nicely. So this is the... Actually, I'll turn head tracking off to show you guys properly. This is the fast track, guys. You can see it's quite dated in here, like it is meant to be. Now, there's not that much going on in here because it's quite a basic tractor, but we do have some IC. We can actually adjust our steering mode from inside the cab, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and get this one booted up. Oh, the RPMs are pretty high on this. Let's put our head tracking back on. Right, you can follow you. Cool, and we are away. So welcome back, guys. Now, I know some of you are probably going to get annoyed that we're technically going to be in Knaveswell Farm, the original Knaveswell Farm today. But do not worry, as soon as we load up the trailer, which I'll probably fast forward or skip, we will be heading down to the brand new grain drying facility, which is a pretty good drive, actually. I may go the long way just to show you guys some more scenes if you didn't see my map tour. I think we got the wrong steering mode on here. Nope, we actually have the proper one on. It just seemed a bit too instant. Let's make sure we've still got our stuff on. Yes, we do. I think this trailer does actually lock stuff that's attached to it. Okay, so here is the bales that we want to bale with. So what we're going to do is actually... Slow down, Mr. Fast Track. Jeez. So we'll make him wait there temporarily. What we're going to do is turn into this field. There we go. Now, as you can see, we haven't got that many bales to pick up. I think it was like... I can't remember how much it was, but we'll soon be able to find out. So what I'm going to do is disconnect the trailer. Like it is so. And we are going to connect, first of all, the bucket, because we're going to be scooping up all the barley. We need to move the baler as well at some point. The baler is still here. Now, hopefully you guys can see on the wheel cam that I have my joystick working finally for the telehandlers and stuff. Whoa, that was a bit of a jump. So that's that done. I keep forgetting I got head tracking on, so I keep keeping my head still, but yes, we don't need to anymore because it's finally working. Let's tilt that up like that, just as while we head to the yard. Now, some of you did comment, well, one of you commented saying I haven't got mud mod installed. I do. Tom has said in one of his videos that it's temporarily turned off and it will be back in for the public release. So yes. Don't worry about that, guys. Tom has already announced that. Right, so let's go ahead and scoop up our first bucket here and we'll get the fast track again. Love the sounds on this JCB, by the way. It's got the suspension squeak that I love. I wish all tractors had that. I hope Giants implement something like that. Because I know they're doing like an age thing, so it'd be nice if random sounds started appearing and stuff. Now we want to try that again real quick. So yeah, this isn't exactly a George Saunders style fast track, but I like it. I think it's nice. And we're on a budget, don't forget, so it should serve us well here on the farm. What did we just crash into? No idea. Let's try that again. Right, so let's change our wheel mode here. We want... Let's turn off head tracking because it's impossible to do that. We want not crab or wheels. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn that on and hopefully... So now we should get a better turning circle with this. We've still got the IC on there. So yes, this tractor does have four-wheel steering, which is nice because I don't actually think the new fast track has got it. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Maybe it's just certain models that do. I have no idea. Anyway. So there we go. We'll leave you here and we'll jump back into the Merlot. And let's start loading this up. So welcome back, guys. So as I've just told you, the plan is we're going to head down to the grain drying facility, which should be fun. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't know if Pedro has increased the capacity of this trailer. Hopefully he has. Pedro, if you've already told me that, I do apologise, but I've slept since then. Okay, so we've got 10% in there. So we should have 10 buckets inside of this trailer. I'm not obviously going to make you sit through all 10. We'll just do a couple and then we'll skip through because the last video was a pain to edit, guys, because it was like an hour long and I had to put it into like a 30-minute video. But yes, welcome back anyway. I'm trying to be extra realistic in this episode. We had too many tractors in the last episode. You guys don't have to tell me that. I do know. I was just kind of testing out to see which ones I actually wanted to use. The T-Dub, I know some of you guys, like I already said, like the T-Dub, but... Is that going in there? I think we just completely missed that. Oh, I should have turned my steering wheel down, seeing as we're doing yard work. It's a bit stiff. Right, go ahead and get the bucket ready again. So yes, I was basically just experimenting. The T-Dub was really, really buggy and full of errors. What I'm going to do instead is put all the links to the tractors in the description box of episode number 2 for the people that did want those tractors, because I'm not going to bother adding them to the mod list. So I need to go back and put them into there. Now the New Holland was nice, but I had no use for it basically. It was a good little mod that, so I may move it into a different Let's Play, but yes, we had no use for it whatsoever, so we got rid of it. So the time of recording this is Monday, guys. Hope you had a good day at school if you've just come back to school, or all the workers, hope you had a good day at work. I went to go car shopping today. I was out of the house by 8:30, which is very, very strange if you know me, because you know I'm a lazy git. Let's turn around here. Right, let's go ahead and tip this in. Let's go ahead and extend the boom arm out. I haven't yet mapped it out because unfortunately there's no way to assign dead zone to independent controls yet. I hope Giants fix that. But I can add dead zone, but it goes to everything, which would be my steering, my pedals, my normal joystick, etc. But yeah, I hope they fix that in the future because that's really annoying. I wish you could do independent dead zones. Now I know you can with X-Padder and stuff like that, but that means we'll be implementing the mouse, which I don't want to do. So yes, I went car shopping. I looked at a few different cars. They're a bit pricey, all of them, but I've never actually treated myself, so I'm thinking of treating myself finally after 23 years on this planet. I'm going to spend a lot of money on myself. Once again, I haven't chose a car, but... I did send Rainbow Dave a Snapchat. I don't think he was very impressed. Because it was a Mercedes, and Dave doesn't like Mercedes. I'm not really a fan of Mercedes myself, but it was a very, very nice car. Right, so we are at 62% now. What I'm going to do, guys, is fill up the rest of this trailer, and we'll do some karting. Right, guys, this should be our last bucket. Now, I didn't actually have four-wheel steering on the Merlot. I thought I did. So now it should be a lot easier. Can't believe I actually forgot to check. What an idiot. I thought I did it. I thought I did turn it on, but I just realised it was actually the JCB we just done. Right, so this is our last bucket now. We're not even going to get all this in, so that should be enough. Well, as I said that, it continued filling anyway, so we've pretty much got a full bucket. Let's go ahead and put this in. Let's do this in third person. I don't want to spill any. Cool. So we're done now. Let's go ahead and back the Merlot up as far back as we can. Let's lower this down just in case anyone gets hurt by this while we're away. And we are done. Let's go ahead and jump out the Merlot. We'll jump into this very, very loud JCB. In fact, before we head off, guys, I just want to check one more quick thing. Bear with me. Right, guys, so I'm back. As expected, I have found a shortcut to the drying plant, which is really, really nice. I don't know if Tom done that intentionally, but if not, it just works out nice for us. So what we're going to do is go through this field here, field number 20, because in Knaveswell Extended, there is a gate at the bottom, which we can go to. Are we through there? Yes. Once again, I know I've already said this, I love the squeaking on this tractor. Now, I know we've recently done a baling episode on Thornton Farm, so you guys don't necessarily want to sit through it again, so we'll do like a trailer full when we get to this field later on. And, whoa, we just drifted out. So we're taking you now into Knaveswell Farm Extended area, guys. I told you we would only be in the normal Knaveswell Farm for a short period of time. Let's get some four-wheel drive on here. What is going on? Pull! Looks like we're going to need everything for this road. So I have actually been down this road in my map tour. If you haven't seen that, once again, you can check it out on my channel. I should buy this field here. In fact, we own this field here. I didn't even realise that. So 110 we own. Didn't realise that. So we have another field to harvest. Now, if that's barley, then this whole journey's a waste of time. Because we still have another field to harvest. So I think we'll do that later on. Right, so now we need to go down this dirt path here. Which is why I kept the four-wheel drive and stuff on before you guys ask why I did that. Ooh, this is bumpy. Let's go to some third person here. Right, okay, ready. So here we are at the grain drying plant here. This is what everyone's been looking forward to, essentially. Everyone's been talking about this drying plant. I've personally never heard of it until Knaveswell Farm Extended came along, but can't wait to get this into use. So what we're going to do is drive into here and unload our first load here. I'm not sure if there's a maximum you can get. I'm pretty sure there is, and we'll check in a second. Let's unload the barley here. Okay, so that's our first load done. Now, once again, I'm going to stop by the computer, or the controller, whatever, and see if there's a fuel level. Okay, stop here. Okay, so our grain is at 100% already, so that's it. That's all we can do, I think. Maybe it will convert in a second. We need to bring some fuel over as well, and I think straw is also essential. Once again, guys, I'm learning this at the same time as you are. If you already know about the drain drying facility, then I do apologise. You're probably getting quite annoyed here. But yes, we need to bring some fuel over. So what I'm going to do is take this back to the grain storage yard, and we'll bring the 698 over with some fuel. So head back down this dirt track and put all the stuff on again, because this JCB has a habit of sliding out, apparently. Okay, guys, now we still have 65% in the grain trailer right now. So the grain drying facility doesn't take that much, unfortunately, but like I just said, I'm hoping once we get some straw and some fuel into there, we'll be able to deliver more often, etc, etc. And there's 50, so we've got 2,272 litres of fuel. We'll take this round to the grain drying facility. Now, luckily, I've already had a drive around this map, obviously, and I know that we do not have to go all the way back the way we just came. In fact, we're very, very close to the drain grinding facility now. I think it's this next turning on the left, I think. Hopefully. Here. I'm pretty sure this takes us there. Hopefully. Let's go out there and have a look. Just so happens to be right next to the petrol station, which is handy for us. And yes, here it is right in front of us. I love it when a plan comes together. Right, through here. Now, the question is, guys, where do we fill up? Is it right in front of the generator? I'm going to assume it is, which is here. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and fill this up. Okay, everybody, so I cannot get this to fill up with fuel for the life of me, so I'm going to have to message Tom and see how I actually do it, because I don't have a clue. So for the time being, we're going to ignore that for now and just carry on with what we were doing earlier. So let's go ahead and temporarily leave this here. So we're going to back it up into this shed for now. Let's try that again, shall we? I made massive mess of that. Okay, so that'll do us nicely. We'll leave the 698 here until I work out how to do it off camera or message Tom. So what we're going to do real quick is actually just shut the furnace. It is Z and O. Okay, so barley, we have Dorset Stores 1332, 1332, 1357 at Knaveswell Stores, which I think is the original one. Ironically, Knaveswell Stores is the one that's paying the most, but seeing as you guys have seen that hundreds and hundreds of times, once again, on the original Knaveswell farm, I don't think we're going to bother doing that. No, we're going to take it to the pub. Just decided, we're going to take it to the pub. So, now though I'm losing money on this particular one round we're doing here, you guys get to see something a bit different, which is what I'm aiming for. That's the whole point of me playing this Let's Play, so you guys can see stuff before it's released. So I'll take this down. Let me just adjust my head tracking. We're going to go this way. We could have gone that way through the scenic... Actually, yeah, we're going to. I changed my mind. So we need our four-wheel drive here because we're struggling. Come on. This trailer is heavy. Pedro, I think you made it too heavy. Right, now this is the lane we're going to use today, just for something a bit different. Now, you've seen this lane on the map tour if you've seen it, but if you're new to the channel or you haven't, this is your first Knaveswell Farm extended video of mine. Come on, we're going 4 miles an hour here. This is meant to be a fast track. Got our RPMs. We're nearly hitting 2,000 RPMs here. 7.3 miles an hour. This better change real quick. And now we're flat. We can start picking up speed again. So yes, going back to the live streams, guys. Do you guys want more live streams, or should I keep it quite rare? Because I think it being quite rare makes the live streams when I do them a bit better, because rarity, obviously. Or do you guys just want me to stream every so often? So let me know what you want me to do about live streams. Do you want more, less, or the same? Ooh, gosh, that was bumpy. I'm going to slow down for this road here because I do not fancy getting twisted on this road, that's for sure. There we go, back up. Where does this go? Where are we going? Oh, we're on the road. Huh, that was easy. So this way is where we're going. Once again, this is the very, very long way. But I wanted to give you guys a scenic route. Now, these are probably my favourite fields along here. All these ones here. I'm going to try and save up and buy all of these. So now, as you can see, we're back at the petrol station where we were earlier. Once again, very, very long way to go, but I just wanted to give you guys a scenic route. Let's get some third person here. I don't actually know where the pub is. I know it's this way. I think it's the next corner, hopefully. This is hard driving in third person. Okay, here's the pub, guys. We'll turn into here. And let's see how much we get for one trailer of barley from here. It's going to be less than Knaveswell Stores, obviously, but let's have a look. So we've got £38,000 for that load, which is a lot. and we're playing on hard, so this trailer definitely does carry quite a lot of grain. I don't know if that's realistic, but I love it. Love it to pieces. We're going to go out the back door of this pub. Right, okay, everybody, so we are back at the field right now. We've gone ahead and returned the trailer because that one's actually rented. I just wanted to see if it was any good, and of course, it is. Pedro doesn't do things by halves. So we're going to buy one of them after we finish doing all this jazz. Okay. So what we're going to do is hook the bale trailer up to the JCB. So this can follow us around the field, obviously, whilst we collect bales. Ooh, that nearly fell off then. And let's collect the Merlot. We left it on, unfortunately. I wasn't meant to do that. Let's go ahead and turn around. I keep forgetting to give you guys more third person, so I do apologise. I'm slowly learning. Come on then. Right, let's get this bale fork here. The baler might be in the way. Probably should have moved that before we started this, but yes. Let's go ahead and load this fork up. And we are in a telehandler last time I checked. That also turned off the tractor, which is amazing. Now we don't want the automatic thing on. How do we turn that off? Disable automatic loading. There we go. We're going to do this by halves. In fact, guys, what I need to do is do this real quick because we have it set to narrow. And as we probably can tell, these bales are huge, so we do not need to do that. Oh, Q. Let's see. Right, so what we're going to do, guys, is, now this is quite interesting. Once again, if you do want this is the CSZ pack, I want to say. So what we're going to do is, Q, which removes the safety pins from there. We're going to pull the actual bars out here. And, nope, that was wrong. We'll pull these out. Now we're going to move the forks out like that. Push them back in. Put the clamps back in like that. Nope, I did it too early. We'll put the bars back in. And now the safety pins go back in. So we are now ready to go with our big bales. Bit of a pain, but actually we can lift this up as well. Just give us a bit more support. There we go. Okay, I'll tell you what's nice. Now, I personally don't know a use for this just yet, but it is quite nice anyway. If we turn around, we can actually like do a forklift style mode, so we can use this as a forklift if we wanted to, which is nice. So it saves us buying a forklift for like your wool bales and stuff. We can literally just use this. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and start collecting our bales then, shall we? Let's put our head tracking back on. Where's a good bale to start? Yeah, looks like a good chap over here, doesn't he? So I'm pretty sure we're only going to get about 8 on the trailer because we have a very small trailer, but can't get much bigger on Knaveswell Farm, which is what I like about it. Go on, get on the fork, you little git. You little git, you. There you go. Now we're going to try doing double stacks. I'm not sure if this trailer will let us, but we'll try it anyway. So these are very, very big bales, guys, don't forget. So if you do want this baler, which will be in the mod list in a day or two, whenever I can get around to actually doing it, please bear in mind that this will not work with any loading trailer. This is a completely manual baler. You have to do everything manually. Let's go ahead and put this down. Sorted, sorted, sorted. Right. And now we're going to straighten myself up actually a little bit. Let's get our fork view here. And we'll pick up these bales. Stop! I broke my joystick! I broke my joystick! What is going on? Oh dear. Right guys, so I appear to have some joystick malfunctions here. Right. Also the wheel cam's frozen, which is interesting, which means I've lost a whole USB bus on my computer. Right, we're back. Yeah, we did. We lost the USB hub, unfortunately, because I used an external USB for the joystick and wheel cam. There's also kind of made this go off, which is very annoying. Oh dear. What we're going to do is cheat on this one because they've moved off center and it's annoying. There we go. go ahead and then uncheat, if that makes sense. So this is our first load here. Let's go ahead and get this onto the trailer. Hopefully we don't lose our joystick again, because that was very, very annoying. Now, as I was about to say, Rainbow Dave is going to hate this episode because he's told me never to do baling like this again because it was the most boring video he's ever seen. But I like doing it this way, so we're doing it this way. Oh, no! Oh, that was close. You gotta love Farm Sim's funky physics sometimes, guys. But yes, we have it there, done now. I'm thinking we can get 8, 9, possibly 10 per trailer load. That's what we're going to aim for anyway. Because we can definitely get 8 on there, because there's 2. So we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I'm hopefully going to get 2 on the back. Hopefully. If not, we can do like a pyramid and get 2 on the top that way. So we're aiming for 10. That's our magic number. Right. Go ahead and click this bell. We have it back on manual mode now, guys. I told you it was just for that one because it messed up. I wasn't lying. So there we go, back on manual. Let's go ahead, back this up. Now, once again, we're only going to do 1 trailer load of this as well because I don't want to bore you guys, because baling can, well, picking up bales can get very, very tedious, I would admit. But it's the way I like to do it. So, plus we're using a weird bale type, which doesn't work with any trailers whatsoever. Hence why I'm using a manual one. Let's go ahead, lower that. Oh, we got that pretty spot on, guys. Happy with that. Let's go ahead and reverse out of here. Please stay on there. Yes. Where's our bale? Where's our spike camera? Here it is. That didn't go to plan, did it? Give it a little bit of a wiggle. Yes, there we go. And we'll put these onto the trailer, as per usual. Oh, they're a bit wonky. Right, we're going to go this side this time, and hopefully we can straighten out the bales on this side. Here we go. Let's just get around this side here. Right, let's lower these down. Please stay on. This one at the top's a bit wobbly. Come on, get on you git. Come on. Just push them gently like that. We're feathering the throttle here. We're tapping it. To be more specific. Like, stay. Stay, 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 stay. I am a genius! And it worked. Oh gosh, that top one doesn't look too safe, but we'll leave it there anyway. Right, guys, so let's time-lapse 4 more bales, and then we'll see what goes on at the back. I don't know why we don't just get this one right next to us. Okay, it's in a really awkward position. But yes, let's time-lapse these last 4. Oh, and then we'll try the other 2. Right, okay, ready. So we've loaded those 8 up now. Now, you missed the last 2 because I actually went and got myself a thumbnail, because thumbnails are important for videos, guys. Rule number 1 of YouTube: have an interesting thumbnail. Hopefully, I've got one. From what I can see, it looks like we are going to be able to fit 2 more bales at the back. I think I may do them one by one, which may sound like a pain in the bum, but it's probably the most reliable thing to do, at least. It's getting quite late here as well on the farm, so this may be the last job of the day. But we don't want them to leave them. We don't really want to leave them here overnight. in case it rains or something and then the bales get ruined. The last thing we want is these bales coming apart. Right guys, we nearly had a disaster. The locking script on this trailer is automatic by the look of it, and it just caught me whilst it was still attached to the Merlot, which is not what we want. That is not... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like that. You gotta love farm sims sometimes, guys. What we're going to try then is plan B, which is tip it into here. Come on, tip. There we go. It's a bit wonky, but it should do for now. Cool, and that should do us, guys. Now, I know it's not the neatest job in the world. Now, what I was going to do, basically, is put... If I jump up on top of here... Oh, they're still A+. They are also worth £561 because they're so big, but I was going to put 2 more on top of here. It's like a pyramid, but we're not going to bother risking it. We're just going to take these down. Now, do we sell them? Do we store them? Or what? What shall we do? We're going to take them to the cow farm, which is a long, long, long way away. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and take these down to the cow farm. Hopefully they'll stay on the trailer until then. If not, we're just going to quit the video there and then. Okay, so let's jump in. This probably isn't going to be the best tractor to do this in because... Ooh, this is bumpy. Wait there, Mr. Merlot. We'll be back. I am really paranoid, guys. Really, really paranoid. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine. But yes, we're going to take these down to the cow farm because I think the cows is what we're going to concentrate on first of all. When I say cow farm, I don't mean the original Knaveswell farm cows. I mean the brand new cow farm, which is essentially beef. We'll take them to the beef farm and we'll start fattening our beef up as soon as we can. Now, it's currently 6 o'clock in-game, so I think this may be our last run of the day until we lose some daylight. How are you doing back there? I don't think we're going to lose that back bale, if I'm honest. Right, everybody, so we've just arrived at the beef yard right here. Let's go ahead and turn these beacons off. There we go. So I've had a quick look around the yard on foot to see where we can store these bales, and I've just decided to go with there, guys. I know it's probably designed for tools and vehicles, but we got one for the hay, one for the barley, and one for our... Actually, we don't need silage bales. Just realised. We may move these around, but for now we're just going to go ahead and unload these off camera into there because we've got a lot more to do. Now, you guys are probably thinking, you made it in one piece, Simulate. No, we've actually lost 2 bales, so it's going to be interesting to find out where those 2 have got to. Oh dear. So for now we're just going to leave the whole trailer here because I need to go and find out where those 2 bales got to. I haven't really thought this through, guys. Now, this is where some of you are probably going to get annoyed because you probably... think I'm an idiot now. We need to unload these, which means we need the Merlot up here. Now, if we brought the Merlot up, it would have made sense, but we forgot. But we also need the Merlot down at the other field to carry on loading the rest of the bales, so I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Right, now I have a plan. It's a bit excessive, but it's the only thing we can do on our current budget. We don't want to buy any more vehicles because that's a bit unrealistic. What we do already own, though, guys, is a wheel loader. So we're going to be using this. I do need to buy a proper bale spike for it. But we're going to be using the Volvo wheel loader here. This is the L120H. There's actually a newer version of this out, so I need to go and get the newer version. But yes, we're going to get a what's it called? A bale spike for this, and we should be pretty much sorted. So there's our door. We've got a window here. We've got telescopic steering wheel, and we've got open piece. I don't know what that is. Gotta be honest. But yeah, this may be a little bit excessive, guys, for unloading bales. But at the end of the day, guys, we've got to live with what we've got. So that's going to be the plan. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode. I'm going to continue selling our grain and selling off our bales. If you did enjoy this episode, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot and keeps me bringing out these Knaveswell Farm extended videos. Hit subscribe to see more. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.